First thing I'd like to say is thank you for viewing this video. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure that I have more things that you'll be interested in, and it doesn't hurt to like the video, and it does help the channel out. It helps us grow. Now let's move on to our scheduled program. Hey, what's up? This is the BBN, Jack Frost speaking. Okay, I got a little bit of update on that whole 600Breezy situation. Okay, so it was a probation violation, but what I'm hearing now is it's not because he was out of state or working or whatever it is when you got to go back and forth and do what an artist does in order to keep your buzz up. It was because he, I'm guessing, was dirty, his piss. Supposedly, what I'm hearing now is, and it was on his Instagram, I guess one of his family members put it up. It would basically, what happened was his piss came up dirty, so they violated him. He only had 3 months to go. So, for those who don't know how it works, if they have you on probation, like, I mean, different places work different. I'm going to tell you how it works the majority of the time is where I'm at in New York. If you're on probation and you're at the end of your probation and you violate probation, you have to serve all of the time damn year. Like, they don't say, oh, you've been on probation for X amount of time, so we're going to take X amount of time off. They say, okay, now you got to serve from day one. Like, that's how they do, you know? So, I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I'm waiting to get more updated on the situation. And it was in Iowa, so, I mean, I'll try to find out how the judicial system worked there, but usually when you violate probation, they make you serve all that time. Like, they don't care that you've been on probation for X amount of time and you've been doing good or you haven't been screwing up and you've been on the up and up. They don't care. But the effed up thing about this is it's been 3 months. He got 3 more months to go on some case that isn't even, most likely he's in Chicago, right? So his probation office is in Chicago, right? The judge that he has to go see is in Chicago, right? He committed the crime in Iowa, right? So, you know, they could have not violated him. Like, his probation officer didn't have to violate him if he's been doing what he's supposed to been doing and taking care of all his business. I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're going to violate you. Don't get me wrong, but she could also have not violated him. But we're not putting this on her. This isn't her fault. At the end of the day, he had a responsibility to do certain things. He didn't follow through with those responsibilities. And now the law is being, you know, doing what the law do. You understand? So, you know, I don't know, like, they kept saying he's going to have to serve 10 years. I'm assuming the reason in which why it was believed that he was going to have to serve 10 years because that was what the initial time he would have had served if he would have went to prison, if he would have did his time rather than get probation or whatever the case is. So I'm assuming that that's what the initial time would have been. So that's why the assumption had came out that, oh man, now he's going to serve 10 years. But I would be a little surprised if they give him the whole entire 10 years. And also 10 years in prison is not like 10 years out here in the world. Like, what is it? You like every 8 months is a year. So, you know, he's not going to be serving in 10 years. Like, we know 10 years to be out here, like how we count our calendar. So, at this point, like, you know, his piss came up dirty. It is what it is. And, they violated him. It is what it is. And, he's going to be serving some time unless there is no unless. He's going to be serving some time. They violated him. So, you got to understand how the record industry and all this shit out here work. Like, everybody thinks, like, this is the problem. Everybody thinks once you start making money, you know, you go somewhere else and all of these problems go away. No, the problems that you know right now kind of go away. Your overall problems just become different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your overall problems just become different. So, Big said it best, more money, more problems. You know, you understand? So don't think just because an individual, you know, changes his financial situation or he increases his net worth or he raises himself to a different tax bracket that now everything is peaches and cream. And I'm not trying to just name freaking bad boy songs, by the way. But nah, it doesn't work like that. You understand? Now you have different responsibilities. You have different things to look out for. You got different people that's trying to get at you. And look, what's been happening in the last couple of months as far as all of these hip hop artists getting arrested. These niggas is sloppy. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. A lot of them has just been sloppy. You know, they haven't ever had money like they have now. And they spend a lot of time around people who allow them to do whatever they want to do and in situations where they can't be touched. So therefore, when they venture outside of those situations, they're carrying themselves like they're still in those situations, and bad things is happening because they're not being responsible. No, you're not supposed to smoke. We all know you've been smoking. You've been doing it on social media. So there's very little question whether you've been smoking or not. You know, but when you show up to your probation, and this is, I'm not trying to advise anybody do this, but when you show up and you know you're gonna get pissed, you know what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and at the same time, you don't always know. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So let me not say it like that. You don't always know, but you know you got to be careful. But at the end of the day, anybody out there on probation, you know you're gonna get pissed at any time. I advise you don't take anything. You don't risk your freedom over shits and giggles. You understand? That's the way we need to be thinking. We need to be thinking ahead of the enemy. And if you don't think that the government is the enemy, think about how many black people or how many colored people have been getting murdered by the police, and the police is somehow consistently found to be in the right. Consistently. What? They murder 10 of us, and 2 times they find a reason to prosecute, and out of those 2 times that they prosecute, and out of every 10 times that they prosecute, maybe 1 time the people are actually found guilty and be held accountable, and then the next thing you know, they get let out, like the Asian dude that killed the guy in the staircase in the Bronx. The Asian police officer. Okay, quick. So for those that don't know, in the Bronx a couple of years ago, there was an Asian police officer that was doing a sweep throughout the building in the projects. He gets into the stair. He was new also. He was a rookie. So he gets into a part of the staircase where he's walking down and all the lights have been knocked out, so it was dark. He's walking down the stairs with his partner, and he has his gun already drawn, just walking down the stairs. Like, there's no reason to believe that there's any danger that to be found other than the fact that you're in the projects, but there's no reason to believe that you're not looking for anyone. You understand? So a couple just happens to be taking the stairs, and they walk out into the stairs, and he just start letting off. Bop, bop, bop. And then the next thing you know, he kills the dude. Well, anyway, he gets found guilty because this is New York City. So he gets found guilty. He wasn't white. You ain't gonna get away with that. He gets found guilty. The judge decided that he doesn't have to serve any time. True story. True story. So you got to understand, if you don't think that they out there to get us, if you don't think, and when I say us, I don't mean, any specific individual, like, oh, they want to get him and they want to get him. I'm saying there's a big ass trap set. Anything that they catch, they catch. You understand? And that's the way it is. So you know you're not supposed to be smoking. Don't be smoking. You know you're not supposed to be drinking. Don't be drinking. I mean, I can't say it no more clear than that. Hopefully, homeboy don't have to do those 10 years over, he was selling crack in Iowa. And when you go to these small towns, I'm assuming it was a small town. When you go to these small towns, they can't wait to lock up the drug dealer from out of town. Because the small towns, the freaking prison is their income. Literally, the prison is their income. So they can't wait to lock up people from out of town. So however the case was, that he beat it before or got the no, I'm not even gonna say he beat it because he really ain't beat it, but he got the deal that he got before. It was lucky for him, and now all went to waste because they will in most cases make you serve that day from day one. So we're gonna see what happened with him. We wish him and his family all the best. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to see your comments down below. I want to know what other people think about this. Like, is he in the wrong? Because let's be honest. You're getting pissed. This isn't, you're getting pissed. See, when I believed, or when I had the information, should I say, that they were violating him, and it was like kind of like what happened with Kodak Black, when, he was busy doing shows or whatever, then they violated him because he was working. I was like, yo, come on. That's some real BS. Like, how y'all going to do that? But now I found out they violated him, it could be that they violated him due to the fact that he was using the drugs, he was getting high. And then the excuse is he lives in Chirac and a lot of his people passed away and he's sad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's good enough for me. Being sad will make a MF do a lot of shit though, to keep it a buck with you. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know if, if he would have went out and he would have did something drastic and crazy, then I'd be more likely to be like, all right, yeah, he had some kind of psychosis going on. But if he just smoking weed, then it just falls under too many different parallels that could not be what the case is. That it could just simply be you just want to smoke weed. That's it. Like that could be just what it is. He just want to get high. But now if he would have went out and did something crazy and then they were like, yo, look, he wasn't in his right mind, I'm just more likely to believe that. Oh, yo, it's his homie. These dudes right here, they murked his homie. Then, they were sending threats and his life was in danger. And, they rolled up on him and they let off some shots and he almost got hit. Like when you say stuff like that, and then he do something crazy, then I could be like, oh, well, cause and effect. But when you just say, he was sad, so he smoked weed, I don't know. I don't know if that's enough for me. I mean, I'm not judging the man. Don't get me wrong. Everybody is different. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's enough for me. Anyway, leave some comments down below. I want to know what y'all think about this. Like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking that he created this particular situation. Because he only had 3 months to go. Like even if you've been smoking weed the whole entire rest of the time, you only got 3 months to go. It's like, yo, only got 3 more months. You know what? Yo, fuck this, man. I'm making sure I get on the right. I'm making sure that they don't got no way to violate me. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing what I need to be doing because I don't want to get violated. That's that. Nah, man, I can't. Nah, man, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I can't do that. I can't do that right now, yo. It just is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I want y'all opinions. Leave something down there in the comments. And that's all I got on this right now. I'm going to try to stay up on it, see what else is going on. But it just sounds to me like he created his own situation right here. Like sometimes we just do shit and we fuck ourselves up. Don't get me wrong. But right here, it just sounded like he created his own situation. We see what happened. I find out anything else, I'm going to give it to y'all. All right. And that's all I got. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.